Hello and welcome back to the TheDropOutDragon. Today we're going to be looking at claws. Now I've mixed two different claws together, the mannequin claw and the regular claws. Now the regular claws are bleed infused and the mannequin claw is not. Now if you really want to, you can use a bleeding serum on the mannequin. Now the reason I'm doing that is for the damage of the mannequin with the bleeding of the regular claws. Now this moveset is not very much different from the rest of the claws. It has that weird jumping attack on the second R2. Two-handed, you know, not that great, but you could use it if you really want to. But what you're really going to be doing, just like the fists, you're going to be, you know, power stancing these two together and going to town on these L1s. You're going to be pressing L1 a lot because that's what's going to be your stun locking combo in order to get yourself into that bleeding position. Now, for the sake of this video, I will be using the bleeding serum just to show it off. Now, I'm using the blood ring that you get from this covenant, and I'm using the Shadow Gauntlets, which increase all your bleed damage on weapons that are bleed infused or already have bleed to begin with. And as you can see here, the Mannequin Claw has that. Not a whole lot, but it's just enough to be where it can be deadly. So we are going to be mixing these two together and seeing what we can come up with. So I'll go ahead and buff this up. We got our guy over here. Well, he's got himself, I believe, a Defender's Sword. So we cannot trade with him. But we can do that real quick. Look at that damage, just looking at him. He's definitely hurting. He's definitely hurting, not happy. Didn't go for that second R2. But we'll go ahead and catch him on a little bit of a roll punish right there. He's definitely bled. Definitely bled. I'll just smack him right there. He wants to get fancy and parry me. It's not happening. And GG. So yeah. That's what you want to do. You want to get up close and personal with this kind of weapon because it has the reach to allow it. Now, the difference between the fists and what you're looking at here is the fists, you kind of want to go into a kind of a passive punishing routine. But when it comes to the claws, they've just got that little bit more reach where you can be a bit more aggressive and still catch people trying to roll away, and you might bleed them on the way out, which is nice. So you wanna take that into mind with what you're doing here. Now, do you want to play a little bit passively? Yes, because you're not going to trade very well. And one of the biggest downsides, and this is the difference between this and the fist, very seriously this and the fist. Let me emphasize this. You will have no poise damage. People will poise through everything you've got most of the time. Other Rob Flynns, no, they're not going to have that problem. You're going to go right through them. You cut through them like butter. Don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, he wants to use fist too. Well, see, okay. This sometimes happens. I have other things to do, but he wants to go to town. That's fine. This was over to begin with, so it didn't matter. So he's gonna bleed me too. He's gonna go back and forth with it. He's gonna spam that, and I'll just catch him there. I'm sorry that that's a thing, but at least we got to see some damage, right? We saw some damage there, but you saw how quickly he bled me just using the regular claws without the serum, and without the mannequin either. But I want a little bit more damage than other people because direct damage, in my opinion, is still better than any of the bleed damage or anything like that. So I'm going to wait a second so he gets queued up somewhere. I don't want that to waste more time. That happens to me a lot. I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm fucking E-famous or some shit, but when I see people who obviously know who I am, they try to either make the fight fair or they screw around and they go, oh my god, it's the TheDropOutDragon. And it gets really annoying when that happens. Because, you know, you're trying to do something or I'm streaming or whatever, and it's very annoying because it is something that's been going on for quite some time now. Not as many people are playing this game as there used to be. So the players in the arena are they're well aware of who the people are in the community, and they can freak out pretty easily. They're like fish; they startle. So let's look at what we're looking at here. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. We got ourselves a jester with a mirror shield. All right. I'm gonna laugh, but watch, he'll beat me, and I will be embarrassed. I'm gonna go ahead and trade with that. He can have that. Now, I can't roll punish him because he's wearing jesters because, you know, everybody loves crutches. I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, no reach. No reach for me. So we'll look at him again, and then I'll just get in his face, and then he'll go for the backstab, and I won't care, and I'll trade with him again, because he's not breaking my poise. So I'll just go ahead and smack him there. Now, normally, and this is actually very surprising to me, I'm glad because you guys get to see this, but normally I'm fighting people who have a lot of armor. That guy with the defender's sword, he poised through about 2 of my attacks, and most of the time, that is a terrible thing. That is a horrific thing to happen, because if you're going against somebody who is, you know, obviously running their DPS, oh my god, Chaos Braid, if they're going through some weapon that obviously outtrades you, you're not going to get the combo with fists, and you're not going to get the combo with claws, especially claws, because it's not going to do a whole lot of damage in the beginning. The damage really comes from that bleed. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking about it, and you're like, okay, can I trade with him? Well, chances are you don't want to do that, because he's going to poise right through it, and he's going to hit you twice instead of just maybe one time. Because if he hits you that one time, okay, you can live with that. You've traded badly, but you know the fight's not over. But if he's using some crazy buff weapon that takes half your health in 2 hits, you're about to have a bad time, and then it makes you start to play really reactively. And we'll go ahead and go through the good luck pillar. Oh, look at that! Look how much luck it has. Duelist found, right as I thought about it. Happens. But you guys have to remember too, you know, when it comes to the arena, these people are playing to win. They want to win. They don't want to have fun. They want to win. You have to assume everybody here hates your guts, and they want to win. So they're not going to pull out anything that's kind of fun like these. No, they're going to use what works. They're going to use buffed curved swords and straight swords and katanas. They're going to use that, and they're going to go at you with it. And you're going to be upset about it. Or rapiers. I fought a guy earlier today who was using a ice rapier and kind of just looking at me like I was an idiot, and he just started R1 spamming, and I barely won that fight. And I mean barely. And so we'll go ahead and trade right there. And we didn't do a whole lot of damage, but he didn't either, so I can deal with that. We're not going to hit him there, and he's going to go to town. It's a little laggy of a fight. Again, having some interesting fights in the arena, and he is totally he knows exactly how to deal with claws. He's in my face about it. He says, no, it's okay, I can trade better than you can, I'm not worried about it. And that's what you should do with claws. If somebody's coming up with you with fists or claws, you know, you could just trade with those people. You could just trade with those people and hurt them bad. So we're going to get up into his face again. He's going to try to punish that, and he's going to go into some R1s, and he's playing it real passive now because he knows I've caught on. I don't care anymore. I've caught on to his trading, and I'm not going to let him do it anymore. And he knows that, so he's just watching. He's watching. He's thinking about it. What he's underestimating is how many insta frames I have right there, and I caught him in the lock. He wanted to trade, but it was too late. Once he was bled, he was moving slower and had less iframes, and immediately I was able to take advantage of that and just beat on him. So that's good. That's exactly what you need to do in that situation if you're the claws user. However, at the beginning of that fight, I was having some trouble. The problem is he gave me too much space to think about what I was going to do next. Had he not done that, had he continued to trade with me and not give me any room whatsoever, I most definitely would have lost that fight. Absolutely. But he thought about it too long. He made it too much of a process. And so I went, all right, now you're going to die. Gave me too much space. And it's not about stamina. I had my stamina back as soon as he did. He could have kept going. So that's something you have to take in mind, is if you give somebody too much space, they're thinking about it, they're calming themselves down and going, okay, that was a bad part of the fight. It did not go my way. I'm unhappy about it. But that's the way it's going to go. I'll give a wave. All right, Black Fang. Now this is our friend with the weapon that we do not want to trade with. He will poise through it. He will poise through what I've got, and it will hurt me. And I will be upset. So we're going to go ahead and go for the backstab there. Take a whole lot of health. Obviously, Vigor is not his favorite thing in the whole world. Doesn't have a whole lot of iframes either. He's not used to backstepping. I want to go ahead and do that. He doesn't have a lot of stamina either. So I'll go ahead and just abuse this backstab real quick and just kind of laugh at him. He goes for the parry. He's thinking about it real hard. Oh, and he caught me there. That was smart. I pulled out my shield. And he didn't go for the second one, so that's okay. I'll just go ahead and kill him. It happens. but I tried to get a little fancy there since I had the health for it, but he wasn't giving it to me. I should have known, because obviously he didn't have a whole lot of stamina. He wasn't going to waste it on just swinging again, when I obviously was either going to block it, parry, or backstab. So he was like, no, I don't want to deal with that. There's a lot of people who aren't used to fighting fist weapons. Now, this includes claws. A lot of people in this game, once roll punching either became, a no-no thing to do, or you're a complete asshole, or, there's a white phantom using claws. Look at that. Once fists, the Vanquisher seal and all that, once those got a little bit nerfed down, people just stopped using them, and that was months and months ago. So there's a lot of people who just do not fight the fist moveset ever. And there's a lot of people who invade a lot, and I don't think I've ever invaded anybody who wasn't sniping me on my stream that was using claws. I think everyone I've ever invaded on the bridge, everyone I've ever invaded in a Bellborough, whatever, I've never seen anybody using fist or claws in that situation ever, aside from maybe the bone fist. But that's kind of a different weapon all on its own, because it's not using the fist moveset. It doesn't have these amazing, insta-frames. Look at that. Caught him right there. He's going to do that. I'm just going to punish him for it. Nobody's got health today. Isn't that nice? Nobody's got health today. So it's going to be okay. The theory is the point of the channel. The theory is the point here. We're talking about how to use it. It's not really these fights that matter. They're just to remind me of situations where I can punish people. And get them in a bad situation. That's really kind of the whole point. Obviously, I'm not the greatest at this game by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a little bit better than some average players, but I'm not the best in any situation. There are so many more better people than me. Stream snipers, some other streamers are better than me by leagues ahead of me in terms of skill, and I say that in quotations. But, I'm just talking about the basic, this is some basic shit to know before you start using these weapons. And I want to tell you these things. So, you can use these claws on a lot of different builds, but I would recommend them on a quality build, especially the mannequin claws. I would absolutely recommend that. And I've noticed that a quality build can be easily... See, this is what I was talking about. I'm too popular for my own good. Too popular for my own good. Now this is a fancy motherfucker, is what this is right here, and I did not want to trade with that. I'll tell you that right now. That is a surprisingly good weapon. It will trade, and this guy is going to take advantage of the fact that I'm going to fuck up my rolls. He knows that, so he's got to be a little bit. He's going to be playing a little bit more smart than I am. He's gone for a ring swap. I saw that one. And like I said, there are people who are just better than me, and I'm waiting on it. I know he wants to punish what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to catch him in those rolls and switch it up, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'll be losing this match. Oh, but he walks right into that. He's probably trying to catch me in a roll, like right there. He was trying to go for that, but I barely managed to roll through that. Very, very, very barely. He's trying some fancy stuff, so we've caught a break here. We've caught a break. I'm going to go the running attack, and I'm going to miss that completely. He knows he's one hit away from death. He's going for some kind of ring swap, probably red tear stone. There's no point in the blue tear stone at this juncture. So we've just got to be careful. You never know. They can still get you. They can still get you. You still got to play it kind of smart. There we go. Make him run into it. Oh, I'm so happy. Haha, I won. I'm the best. Kappa. Kappa means I'm kidding. Sorry, it's a Twitch thing. I'm so used to live streaming. But, we're just talking about, like, the basic usage of these weapons. You can choose, from fist to claws, you can choose whether you want to be aggressive or you want to be passive. But one of the things about this weapon is though it has more reach than fists do, it unfortunately doesn't have the poise damage. And, you could throw on the stone ring if you want. That's fine. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd save that ring slot for something else. Just play a little bit smarter than other people. And if you're able to do that, then you might put yourself in a good position. And we are watching somebody kill themselves. It's not a very good day. Not a very good day for recording for me. I'm really sorry you guys have to deal with this, and this is the price of not editing my videos. It just takes too much time, and everything's already said and done. And people there are people who really like the unedited stuff. There's people who subscribed for the unedited stuff, and this is what you get. This is what you get, and I don't think I can really do anything about that. But this is what happens, and you go, okay. So you just got to deal with it. Nothing else you can really do except continue on, recording or playing the game. I wonder how some of the bigger people deal with that as well. I think the most popular thing to do is create an account that doesn't have your actual name in it, and so nobody will know it's you, and nobody could ever mess with you in a bad way again. Here's the feed machine. Please fight me for real. Please fight me for real. It looks like he's going to. We got a bandit axe. No, not a bandit axe. The battle axe. And they're obviously a little bit more skilled than me coming into the arena, but he keeps walking into that, and the reason he's walking into that so often is because he's not used to fighting fists. He's not used to immediately being caught with an L1, because that L1 is ridiculously fast. It will get you, and you'll be very upset. So we're looking at it. Gotta be a little bit careful. Okay, now one of the things I have the most trouble with is punishing people after a backstep when it comes to fists and claws, because the running attacks are no good. They are not what you want. Now they're trying to roll punish me. I could see that in their movement. That's that coming up to you with the shield and just kind of getting in your face about it. They really want the backstab. They know they can have it, so I'm going to kind of roll at an angle and kind of hope for the best. Now I'm in trouble. They've two-handed it. That's got to be very careful. A little bit of lag there, coming out of nowhere. All right, and I'm gonna go smack. Oh, caught in the roll, but not a backstab. And they are playing it really weird now. And I'm in trouble now. Oh boy, laggy fights. They're my favorite. Yeah, this is the punish game. Now they've already equaled me out. Whoa, the cancel. But was it worth it? And the double KO. That happens too. That'll happen especially if you're not trading that well with somebody. And that'll happen too. But you gotta go on it. Not my favorite kind of fights to have with people who play like that. I mean, they're obviously they got their own style of play. They've got fancy moves. That's one of my least favorite shields in the game. I never use that shield if anymore. I don't remember using it particularly unless I was in some serious try-hard situation where I just didn't like anybody, but I don't remember using it for a particular video. If I did, call me out on it, call me a dirty fucking liar. That's fine. But I don't use it anymore. I think that shield is very overpowered. It has way too many reductions, and it doesn't weigh a thing. If you backstep with that, if you've got your shield up and you backstep, you could hold your shield up while backstepping. If you're doing it with the Linuen shield, you're almost unpunishable. Its stability is ridiculous. It is too good. Alright, so where's our good friend here, the Destroyer? Is he hiding? Did he go? Is he hide? No, he's changing up his build. We'll give him some space. Give him a little wave. He's changed it up. He's not running that particular thing anymore. He's got some interesting fashion. I've not seen that before. That setup. I'll go ahead and parry him real quick. There we go. And he's bled, and he's thinking about it, and he's trying to be kind of fancy. Now see, that's a bad trade. Don't want to do that. You don't want to trade like that. Don't want to trade like that. That's a bad move. That's a bad move. I'm going to look at him, go ahead and smack him. I could have smacked him again, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to wait, and I'll smack him right here. Nope. Go ahead, right there. Whoop. No, he's going for pokes. Oh, he hit me right in my face, but I'll go ahead and punch him. Yep. That's the way it goes. See, I had that reach to just go ahead and trade with him right afterwards. That probably would not have happened if I had had fists. Fists would not allow me to do that. But claws would. So, haha. All in good fun, though. You know, just trying to do some different things and different weapons, and that's the way it goes. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'm sorry there was some issues with some of the people we were fighting, but you know, hey, it happens, and I just need to make an alt account, and so nobody knows who I am, and maybe that will decrease the amount of fuckery happening in the arena. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, more videos to come with some other weapons that I enjoy using. And the Dropout Dragon is dropping out.